It was a cold, quiet night. The city lights flickered far below the tall bridge. The air was thick with fog and a little chill. Mr. Collins, a wealthy businessman, was walking alone on the bridge. His mind was heavy with worries about his company. He did not expect danger, but danger was closer than he thought. Mr. Collins moved slowly, his footsteps echoing on the metal bridge. Suddenly, from the shadows, 3 men stepped forward. They wore dark clothes, and their faces were hard to see. Without warning, they surrounded him. "Give us your wallet," one of the men said in a low voice. Mr. Collins shook his head. "No, you don't want to do this," he warned. But the men did not listen. One pushed him roughly. Mr. Collins stumbled, trying to keep his balance on the narrow bridge. The men closed in, and one of them grabbed his arm tightly. Mr. Collins struggled, but they were strong. Suddenly, the unthinkable happened. They pushed him hard. He fell off the edge of the bridge. For a moment, everything was silent except the wind and the sound of water below. Mr. Collins was falling, his heart racing faster than ever. Near the bridge, not far from where the attack happened, Jamal, a young black boy, was walking home from his friend's house. Jamal was only 12 years old, but his eyes were sharp and full of courage. He loved playing basketball and reading stories about heroes. That night, Jamal was almost home when he heard a loud shout and a splash. Curious and scared, he ran to the side of the bridge. He looked over the edge and saw a man in the water struggling. Jamal's heart beat fast. He knew something bad had happened. But he was just a small boy. What could he do? The man in the water was trying to swim, but the current was strong. Jamal wanted to help, but he also felt scared to get too close. He ran to find help. Jamal's home was small but full of love. His mother was cooking dinner when he burst inside, wet and breathing hard. "Mom! Mom! A man fell off the bridge. He needs help!" Jamal cried. His mother looked worried but also tired. She asked, "Are you sure, Jamal? Maybe it was just someone playing?" "No, Mom. I saw him. He was pushed. Some men did it," Jamal said, trying to explain quickly. His mother hugged him tightly. "You're brave to tell me, but what will you do now?" Jamal was quiet. He felt the weight of the secret. He knew if he told the police, maybe the men would come after him. But if he stayed silent, the man might die. Back near the bridge, Mr. Collins fought the cold water. He was strong, but the shock of the fall was hard. His clothes were heavy, and he felt the river pulling him down. Just when he thought he could not hold on any longer, a boat appeared. Some fishermen had heard the splash and came to check. They pulled him out of the water. Mr. Collins was weak but alive. The fishermen called an ambulance. Mr. Collins was taken to the hospital. That night, Jamal lay in his small bed staring at the ceiling. He thought about the man in the water. He thought about the men who pushed him. He felt fear but also a strong feeling inside. He wanted justice. "I have to do something," he whispered to himself. Jamal decided that tomorrow he would tell the police. He would be the voice for the man who was almost killed. But he also knew this was dangerous. Would anyone believe a small boy? Would the bad men come after him? He didn't know. The night was silent again, but Jamal's heart was loud with questions. Next morning, Jamal's mother saw his worried face. She asked, "Are you ready to tell them, Jamal?" Jamal nodded slowly. "Yes, Mom, I have to." She hugged him one last time before he left the house. Jamal walked to the police station, the city waking up around him. He felt small but important. He was ready to tell his story. The sun had just started to rise, sending soft light over the city streets. Jamal held his mother's hand tightly as they walked toward the police station. His heart was beating fast. He felt nervous but knew he had to be strong. When they reached the police station, Jamal took a deep breath and stepped inside. The room was busy with officers talking and people waiting. Jamal's mother stayed close, giving him quiet support. An officer noticed them and called, "Can I help you?" Jamal's mother spoke first. "My son saw something last night. He needs to tell you." The officer looked at Jamal. "Okay, young man, tell me what you saw." Jamal's voice was small but clear. I was walking home when I heard shouting on the bridge. I saw 3 men push a man off the bridge into the water. The officer's eyes grew wide. Did you see the men's faces? Jamal shook his head. No, it was dark, but I remember what they were wearing, dark clothes and masks. The officer nodded. Thank you for telling us, this is very important. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Mr. Collins slowly opened his eyes. He was cold, wet, and weak. Nurses and doctors were around him, checking his heartbeat and giving him medicine. Mr. Collins tried to remember what happened, but his head felt heavy. The last thing he recalled was walking on the bridge and then falling into the water. A doctor came close. You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Collins. You had a close call. Mr. Collins looked out the window, his mind busy with questions. Who? Wanted to hurt him? Why? Back at the police station, Jamal answered more questions. The officers asked him to describe everything he saw. Jamal told them about the dark night, the shout, and how the man fell. The officers wrote down every word. They thanked Jamal for his courage. One officer said quietly to another, "If what this boy says is true, this is more than just a robbery. It looks like someone tried to kill Mr. Collins." Jamal listened, feeling both scared and proud. He was just a boy, but his story might save a life. After the police meeting, Jamal and his mother walked home. The city streets looked brighter in the daylight. Jamal's mother held his hand and said, "You did the right thing today. We will be safe." But Jamal was worried. He looked behind them often, afraid the men might come back. He didn't tell his mother everything. He wanted to protect her and his little sister. At the hospital, Mr. Collins received a visitor. A woman in a sharp suit entered his room. She was his assistant, Ms. Harper. "Mr. Collins, the police are investigating your attack," she said softly. "They have a witness, a boy who saw everything." Mr. Collins frowned. "A boy? Who?" "We don't know his name yet, but the police believe he can help us find out why someone wanted to kill you." Mr. Collins thought deeply. "I have many enemies, but no one should do this. We must find the truth." That evening, Jamal sat by the window watching the stars. He wanted to be brave like the heroes in his books. Suddenly, he heard a noise outside. Someone was moving near his house. Jamal's heart jumped. Was it the men who attacked Mr. Collins? Were they coming for him? He quickly called his mother. Together, they locked all the doors and windows. Jamal whispered, "We have to be ready." His mother hugged him tightly. "Don't worry, Jamal. We are together." The night was long and tense. Jamal and his family waited, listening to every sound. The danger was still near, but Jamal knew he had done the right thing. He had told the truth. The next morning, the city was waking up slowly. Jamal's family tried to act normal, but inside, everyone was still scared. Jamal knew the men who attacked Mr. Collins were dangerous. He hoped the police would keep them safe. At the police station, officers worked hard. They looked at security, cameras from nearby the bridge, but the night was dark and the video was not clear. Detective Harris sat at his desk thinking, this was no random attack. Someone planned this, but why? He picked up the phone and called Mr. Collins's office. Meanwhile, Mr. Collins was resting in his hospital bed. His mind was busy with questions about the attack. He wondered if someone close to him had planned this. Ms. Harper sat beside him. "Sir, I found something strange in the office records. Some money was missing from company accounts." Mr. Collins frowned. "Who took it?" "We don't know yet, but I have asked our finance team to investigate." Mr. Collins nodded slowly. This could be connected to the attack. At Jamal's home, Jamal's mother prepared breakfast quietly. Jamal sat at the table, thinking about what he had seen. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Jamal's mother opened it carefully. 2 police officers stood outside. "Good morning. We are here to protect your family," said one officer. Jamal's mother looked surprised but nodded. "Thank you. Please come in." The officers explained to Jamal and his family that the attackers might come again. They would watch the house and keep Jamal safe. Jamal felt a little better. The police were taking him seriously. "I want to help find the bad men," Jamal said. The officer smiled. You're very brave, Jamal. Back at the hospital, Mr. Collins's health improved. He was determined to find the truth. He asked his assistant to help him check the company's secrets. One evening, Mr. Collins received a message on his phone. It was a warning. Stop looking, or you will be next. He showed the message to Ms. Harper. This is serious. Someone is trying to scare me. Ms. Harper looked worried. We need to be careful. That night, Jamal had a strange dream. He saw the men who attacked Mr. Collins. They were angry and dangerous. But then Jamal saw a face he recognized. Someone from the hospital. He woke up with a start. Was the attack connected to the hospital? To Mr. Collins's secret? The next day, Detective Harris met with Mr. Collins. They talked about the money missing and the warning message. We believe someone inside your company is behind this, said the detective. Mr. Collins clenched his fist. I will find out who and stop them. Back home, Jamal felt strong. He knew he had a special part in this story. Jamal's mother smiled. You are our hero. Jamal looked out the window, ready for whatever would come next. Days passed, but the mystery grew darker. Mr. Collins stayed in the hospital, slowly getting stronger, but his mind was restless. He knew the attack was just the beginning. Detective Harris worked hard. He checked every employee in Mr. Collins's company. Some people looked nervous when asked questions, but no one wanted to speak openly. One afternoon, Ms. Harper called Mr. Collins. Sir, I found something strange in the company files. Someone has been moving money to a secret account. Mr. Collins frowned. Can you find out who? Ms. Harper nodded. I'm trying, but it's not easy. The account is hidden behind many fake names. At Jamal's house, life was tense but calm. The police still watched the family. Jamal felt proud to help. Every day he thought about what he saw on the bridge. One day, Jamal's school friend Michael asked him quietly, Did you really see something bad that night? Jamal nodded. Yes, and I'm scared, but I want to help. Michael looked worried. Be careful, Jamal. Some people are dangerous. Back at the hospital, Mr. Collins had a visitor. It was Mr. Benson, a senior manager at the company. He smiled politely, but his eyes were cold. Mr. Collins, we all want you to get better, Benson said. But maybe you should stop asking questions. Mr. Collins looked surprised. Why? What do you mean? Benson's smile disappeared. Some things are better left alone. Mr. Collins did not trust Benson. He told Ms. Harper, I think Benson knows more than he says. We must watch him closely. Ms. Harper agreed. I will. Check his office and computer. That night, Jamal dreamed again. This time, the dream showed Benson meeting the men who attacked Mr. Collins. They talked in low voices and handed over an envelope full of money. Jamal woke up, heart pounding. Could Benson be the traitor? Next day, Jamal shared his dream with his mother. I think Benson is bad. He wants to hurt Mr. Collins. His mother hugged him. You are very brave to see this, Jamal, but be careful. We must tell the police. Detective Harris came to Jamal's home to talk. Jamal told him about his dream and Benson's suspicious actions. The detective listened carefully. Dreams are not proof, Jamal. But your eyes saw the attack. You might help us find the truth. At the company, Ms. Harper found files hidden on Benson's computer. They showed secret money transfers and messages to unknown people. She took the files to Mr. Collins. Look at this. It proves Benson is stealing and working with criminals. Mr. Collins felt a mix of anger and sadness. He betrayed us all. The police arrested Benson the next day. He did not resist but looked angry and scared. Mr. Collins thanked Jamal for his courage. Without you, we might never have found the truth. Jamal smiled shyly. I just wanted to help. After Benson's arrest, things seemed to calm down. Mr. Collins began to feel better and Jamal's family hoped for peace. But danger was not gone. One night, while Jamal slept, a shadow moved quietly near their house. It was someone watching, waiting. Next morning, Jamal's mother found strange footprints outside. She worried. Someone is still after us. Jamal felt the fear, too. We must tell the police. Officers arrived quickly and promised to protect the family. But Jamal knew the real threat was still close. Meanwhile, Mr. Collins studied the stolen money trail. It led to a secret group working to ruin his company. Ms. Harper warned him. They are powerful and dangerous. We must be careful. Mr. Collins nodded. I won't let them win. Jamal went to school, but his mind was busy. He noticed a man following him after class. Jamal's heart raced. He took a different path and ran home fast. He told his mother, "Someone is watching me." His mother hugged him tightly. "We will keep you safe, Jamal." At the hospital, Mr. Collins received a strange call. A voice whispered, "Stop looking or face the consequences." Mr. Collins stayed calm. "I will not stop." He shared the call with Detective Harris. "They want to scare me." Detective Harris promised to find the caller. Back at Jamal's house, the police found a note on the door. It said, "You cannot hide forever." Jamal's family was frightened but determined to stay strong. One day, Jamal found a hidden camera near his school. He showed it to the police. Detective Harris said, "They are watching your every move, Jamal. You are important to this case." Jamal felt both scared and proud. Mr. Collins prepared to face his enemies. He called a meeting with his closest team. "We must fight these people," he said. "Together we will protect what is ours." Jamal looked at the night sky and whispered, "I won't be scared. I will help Mr. Collins and keep my family safe." The days after the threats were hard for everyone. Mr. Collins and Jamal's family lived with fear, but they did not give up. Mr. Collins met with Detective Harris and his team. "We need to find the leader of this group. They want to destroy my life." Detective Harris nodded. "We will use all our resources. No one will escape justice." Jamal stayed close to his mother. He felt grown up now. He was no longer just a boy. He was a protector. At school, Jamal noticed more strange things. People whispered and watched him. He knew they were connected to the group. One afternoon, Jamal found a note in his locker. It said, "Stop or lose everything." Jamal showed the note to his teacher, who took it seriously and told the principal. The school promised to keep Jamal safe, but Jamal knew this was bigger than school. The danger followed him everywhere. Mr. Collins's team worked day and night. Ms. Harper found more clues, secret meetings, phone calls, and fake companies. The puzzle was starting to come together. One night, Mr. Collins got a call from an unknown number. The voice said, "You think you are smart, but you cannot stop us." Mr. Collins replied calmly, "I will stop you, no matter what." Jamal's mother decided to move the family to a safer place. But Jamal did not want to leave. "I have to stay and help." His mother hugged him. "You are brave, Jamal. We will protect you." Detective Harris set a trap. They planned to catch the group at their next secret meeting. Mr. Collins and Jamal watched the police prepare. They felt hope for the first time in weeks. The night of the trap came. The police waited in the dark. Jamal hid behind a tree, his heart beating fast. Suddenly, cars arrived quietly. Men and women got out and went inside the building. Detective Harris gave the signal, and police officers surrounded the place. A fierce fight started. The criminals tried to escape, but the police were ready. Mr. Collins and Jamal waited outside, hoping for safety. After the fight, the police arrested many people. The leader was still missing. Detective Harris told Mr. Collins, "We caught most of them, but the main enemy is still free." Mr. Collins nodded. "We will find him." Jamal looked at his mother and smiled. "We are safe now." But deep inside, he knew the story was not over. Days passed after the big arrest, but Mr. Collins and Detective Harris still worried. The leader of the group was still free and dangerous. Jamal kept watching the streets. He felt a mix of fear and hope. He wanted to help, but he was still a child. One evening, Mr. Collins received a secret message. It was an address and a time. The leader wanted to meet. Mr. Collins called Detective Harris. "This could be a trap, but we must try." Detective A. Harris agreed. "We will be ready." At the meeting place, a quiet warehouse, Mr. Collins and Detective Harris arrived with police backup. Jamal waited at a safe house, hoping everything would be okay. Inside the warehouse, a shadowy figure stepped forward. It was someone Mr. Collins never expected. The leader smiled coldly. "You trusted the wrong people, Collins." Mr. Collins's heart sank. "Why are you doing this?" The leader told a story of jealousy and revenge. Years ago, Mr. Collins had fired this man unfairly. He wanted to ruin everything Collins had built. Mr. Collins listened carefully but stayed calm. It is never too late to stop this. Suddenly, the leader tried to escape. Police surrounded him quickly. Jamal watched the news the next day. The leader was arrested, and the city was safe again. Mr. Collins thanked Jamal. "Without your eyes and courage, we would not have caught him." Jamal smiled shyly. "I just wanted to help." The billionaire invited Jamal and his family to his mansion. "You are part of my family now." Jamal's mother was happy and cried tears of joy. From that day, Jamal and Mr. Collins became friends. The boy who once watched in fear had become a hero.